What's up guys, this is Ryan from Tower Reviews, and this is my first impressions on the HTC One M8 after 3 days of usage. Here in front of you we have the Gunmetal Gray edition, which is an aluminum backing which sort of looks like brushed metal. It's a curved design and it feels insanely solid in the hand. It's probably one of the best built phones I've ever used, competes with any phone manufacturer out there on the market. Have yet to do any durability tests, but I'm sure with the Gorilla Glass on the front and the all-metal design, it would fare very well in drop tests and things of that nature. So the build quality is great. It feels really nice in the hand, has that cold metal feel when you pick it up in the morning, so it's a very premium feeling device. The next thing I'd like to talk about in this video is the performance of the phone, which has overall been very good. We have the Snapdragon 801 quad-core processor at 2.3 GHz and 2 GB of RAM, so packing the latest specs, running the latest version of Android at 4.4 KitKat with the HTC Sense overlay. For the most part, everything runs smoothly. Stock apps, everything there is pretty much perfect. Some third-party apps, there are slowdowns. Again, this is my first Android phone ever, so I'm not sure if that's to be expected with all phones or just the HTC variety. But for the most part, performance is very solid. Boot up times are really fast. App switching works very well in the 9-app multitasking that the HTC One offers. So really, buying any phone these days, you're not going to run into many issues with performance, and the HTC One is no exception. In terms of the display, we have a 1920 by 1080 resolution IPS backlit display that is absolutely beautiful. Can't distinguish pixels. It has 441 ppi, which is actually a little bit lower than the HTC One M7, but you still can't distinguish pixels, and me coming from an iPhone which is even lower of a resolution, it looks amazing. Phone gets very bright and the colors are very vibrant, so you can't go wrong again with the display on this device, and it's covered by Gorilla Glass, so you're going to be protected, not going to scratch or crack very easily. And HTC actually offers free repair of screen in the first 6 months, I believe, so that's a very nice thing, and it shows that they trust that the screen on this phone is not going to crack very easily. Moving on, I'd like to talk about the cameras now. So we have a 4 ultra-pixel rear-facing camera, which is actually the duo camera, and we have the 5 megapixel front-facing camera. The thing that I've noticed with both these cameras is that they do struggle in situations that involve bright light. If I can try to demonstrate right now, I do have a bright light behind me. I'll go into the front-facing camera, and as you can see, the camera tends to not adjust properly to the bright light in the background, leaving less detail on the subject at hand. And actually in this particular image right here, I can actually see myself in decent detail, so this doesn't showcase the issue perfectly, but you get an idea of what I'm talking about. In normal situations where there might be a bright light at the same level as you, not far behind you, it's even worse. I'm not sure if that's something that you can fix in the settings very easily, but I haven't figured it out yet. Same holds true for the rear-facing camera with the bright light issue, but in normal lighting situations, the cameras actually look very good. The front-facing camera is definitely the best I've seen in normal lighting conditions. The rear-facing camera isn't the highest resolution, but it takes very high-quality low-light stills, and with that ability to refocus photos, it really is a pretty full-featured camera, and overall I've had fun using it, fooling around, taking pictures and refocusing them, although it is kind of limited in what you're able to focus. And what I mean by that is in low light situations you're not able to refocus it. In situations where you took a picture really up close, you're not able to refocus it. In situations where you zoomed in, you're not able to refocus it. So you kind of have to plan ahead. If you want to refocus it, you're going to have to take a certain kind of photo in order for that to work. But overall the feature's pretty cool, and the camera app itself has a lot of different features you can fool around with, which we'll touch on more in the full review. On the front of the device we do have the 2 boom sound speakers at the top and bottom, stereo speakers facing forward, which are 2 very important factors on the device. One, because they face forwards, so you get the sound directly in your ears and not some other direction, and also you're less likely to cover the speakers. So they also offer very loud, crisp sound, so definitely 2 thumbs up for the boom sound speakers on the HTC One. As far as the boom sound speaker itself, I'm pretty sure it's just an equalizer that adds a little bit of bass and treble. Really nothing that incredible that you can't really do with other equalizers on other phones. But the speakers themselves, I'm definitely a huge fan of. They're very high quality, best I've heard on any phone to date. Last thing I'd like to touch on with the HTC One is the battery life. We have a 2600 milliamp hour battery in the phone, which allows for all-day usage for me, definitely, with about 40% remaining at the end of the day. So for some people, you might actually be able to get through 2 full days of light usage. Medium usage, I'd say you would be around where I'm at with 40% remaining, and heavy usage, you'll definitely make it full through the full day, but you probably are going to have to charge up overnight like any other phone. But it's definitely going to get you through the day, which is the important thing in this day and age with smartphones that require a lot of power to run. So yeah, that's it for this first impressions after 3 days on the HTC One. Leave a comment below about what you guys think about the phone, if your first impressions were similar or different. Leave a like if you liked it, and subscribe for future videos.